Great evening for another closing ceremony here at Freeport High School. My name is Harper. I'm the JMG specialist, and sad to say, or great to say, I've been here 22 years now. And we've had We've had either an opening or a closing for all those years, except 2 years ago we had it from my garage and I did it solo. I gave out the awards. So it's great to be back in person without masks. These seniors up on stage, these are our seniors. They've been through a lot in their education, as everybody else. It's been a tough 2.5 years, but we have persevered with grit that we show all the time. And I'm so darn proud of my seniors and all of my students for showing up. This is our biggest number of students that we've had at JMG. We're up to 62 this year. The screen's working a little funky for me. I can't see it on my computer, so I gotta go up there, and it's gonna be interesting. Although all of a sudden now it's back on my screen. So we're gonna start the evening. I want to thank everyone for coming. This is my manager, Jess Porter. She's here tonight. I think I have 5 alumni JMG students here tonight, and one is our guest speaker, who you'll hear from momentarily. So we're going to watch this show and enjoy some of the scenes of this year. And it starts. No music. Jack, we got music? Okay, ready? Remember that? We're going to try again. Maybe because it wasn't on the first slide. Dry your eyes, my little friend. Let me take you by the hand. service we did get to do earlier in the year down at the community center. And every year we put up the flagpoles for the town of Freeport on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. So that was Memorial Day and Veterans Day were the ones earlier on, which is always fun. They appreciate, even though the Boy Scouts come on the actual day of, take the poles down, put it back up, but they like them all arranged in place ahead of time, so that's really cool. So, our first speaker of the night is Houston Coling, a junior, who's going to talk about our career symposium we had this year.
Hi everyone, my name is Coling, and like Harper said, I'm a junior here at Freeport High School. This is my third year as a member of JMG. Back in March, we all participated in the JMG Career Symposium, which was a virtual competition against other JMG schools. There was a variety of activities showcasing our leadership skills, career and college skills, public speaking and essay writing skills, as well as how well we work together as a team. Some of the activities included a team exercise that you saw in the slideshow, where we built a paper tower in 10 minutes. That was definitely interesting. We all had different jobs, like some of us were tearing paper, some of us were rolling it up, some of us were doing actual construction. And we had to learn a lot of communication and collaboration skills, which many people overlook, but Harper has taught us how to effectively use this. We also did mock job and college interviews. These took place over a Zoom call. We treated it as if we were actually being interviewed. Emily Garnell won first place for our college interviews, and Jada Ayers won first place for our job interviews. Public speaking was another activity where one of our seniors wrote a speech describing the ways JMG has prepared us for life, work, and school. And this speech was written, spoken, and won by Charlie Chipman, our senior. We had a college success essay written by Eliza Howe, showcasing her academic achievements that would appeal to colleges, and she also won with this. Emily Garneau and myself were awarded for our student leadership presentation, and this showcased all the things we've done throughout the year, and it showed everything we did during the JMG Career Symposium, as well as things that taught us career skills, leadership skills, confidence, and more. And as a group, we won with our 6-word video describing what JMG means to us, and our words were caring, community, college, commitment, confidence, and careers. And overall, we had the second most trophies won in the state, and I'm very proud of everyone who participated.
Yeah, and Charles won first place for public speaking, which is really huge, so congratulations, Charles. Now I'd like Emily Garneau to come up and speak about a lot of the other things we've done this year.
My name is Emily Garneau. I'm a junior, and I've also participated in JMG for the past 3 years. So we had the pleasant opportunity this year to finally have guest speakers in our classes, and we were able to learn from our guest speakers and truly just learn more about them and their experiences. One of the first guests that we had the opportunity to have was a former JMG student and our National Guard recruiter, Mike Foss, and he discussed his transition from high school to the National Guard and how JMG was such a huge advantage for him. He also discussed the ASVAB test, which is basically just a military success test that tests your academic and occupational skills. And then our other guest speakers, we were able to interview a bunch of our Freeport High School teachers. And these included Ms. Metzger, Mr. Ogilvie, Mr. Berkemeyer, Mr. A, and many more. And these skills that we learned were not only that we were able to be interviewed ourselves, but also that we could interview others, and we learned a lot of skills from that. And it definitely tested our skills in both communication and overall professionalism. So it's definitely a wonderful skill to have, and I appreciate JMG for giving us this opportunity to do so. Thank you.
She was a 2004 graduate of Freeport High School. She was one of the first students to ever be in all 4 years of her high school career. Back in her days, we really didn't take many freshmen in JMG. It was mostly an upper class. She was just a rock star through her 4 years of high school. She played basketball way back when I was coaching JV and varsity basketball here for girls at Freeport. She's gone on to become an educator. She's very well educated, did a lot of years in school and college, and recently she just completed her first marathon, and it was the Boston Marathon. Please welcome Beth News.
This is crazy to be back at my old high school with kids that were born the year that I graduated from the school. So my mind's a little blown. So like Harper said, my name is Beth Newts. I'm a JMG alum. I was in for 4 years when I was in high school, and I graduated from here in 2004. From here, I went on to Elmira College, where I earned a degree in political science and sociology. In 2008. In 2012, I became a special education teacher at a special purpose private school for children with autism and behavioral needs. I currently live in Freeport with my partner Matthew and our 4-year-old son Buddy. So 6 years ago, I was here giving a very similar speech. I was getting ready to turn 30, and I was getting ready to run my first marathon. So good news, I turned 30 and I ran the Sugarloaf Marathon. And from there, I went on to run New York later that same year. On the eve of turning 31, I made like a huge decision. I said I was going to give myself a year to train and qualify for the Boston Marathon. 4 days later, I got some amazing news. I was pregnant, so that sort of changed everything. Over the next 10 months, I got a new job working in a public school as a special education teacher. I bought a home, and I brought home my son. It was a crazy year that changed my life. And with that new job, I was awarded the opportunity to create a social emotional learning program for the students at my school, and I'm currently in my 4th year co-facilitating that program. Recently though, I was able to achieve my dream of running the Boston Marathon. I received a bid through Maine Track Club, and for months I trained hard and tried to plan out every possible scenario of what could go wrong or what could go right. I had some advice from Mr. Harper, who had run it 3 times prior. I had actually gone down when I was a junior to watch him run, so I sort of knew a little bit of what to expect. The morning of the marathon, I woke up with my goal of running the race 30 minutes faster than I had run Maine, the Maine Marathon in September. I knew that this was a possibility for me. I had had some significant weight loss, and at a practice race, a 20-mile race 3 weeks before, I had exceeded some expectations for myself, so I knew that I was ready for Boston. When I hit mile 21 and finished the climb up Heartbreak Hill feeling strong, I knew I was in a place to make my goal a reality. At mile 24, with my phone close to dying, I made the decision to turn it off so I could contact my family after the race. So for the last 2 miles, I had no concept of pace or where I was. It wasn't until I was on Boylston Street, where the race ends, that I was aware of how close I was to finishing. As the finishing times based on the race waves came up on large screens, I started sobbing. I realized that I was going to finish with a 45-minute improvement over Maine. When I finally reached my family and saw my mom, my non-running running coach, I said to her, it was really hard and I did really good. In that moment, I was transported back to a race about 8 years earlier. It was a local 5K, and a man walked up to me and started chatting with me. He ended the conversation by saying, oh boy, sorry, I forgot to turn the page. He ended the conversation by saying, yeah, it's great that people even your size come out and try to run. In that moment, I had a choice. I could let what that guy say define me as a person, too fat to run, and I could go home crying, which is what I wanted to do. Instead, I chose to keep running. And now 8 years later, with a 4-year-old son and almost 80 pounds lighter, I'm running more and faster than ever. I'm currently on a day 159 of a running streak, and every day when I run, every run is different. Some feel awesome, some feel terrible. But at the end of every run, I'm grateful for the opportunity that I've been awarded to run and appreciate what running has brought to my life. I would like to end with a quote from one of my favorite directors, Kevin Smith. Never trust anybody when they tell you how your story goes. You know your story, you write your own story. I just want to congratulate these kids. As an educator, I know how COVID has impacted everything. And this has been an extremely difficult academic year for everyone. So kudos to all of you. Enjoy your summer and good luck with everything that you do. And I just want to thank you all for letting me come. This is like one of my favorite things to do. So thanks for letting me do it again.
What a bad teacher. I forgot that Beth had run marathons prior to running Boston. She ran her first Boston, not her first marathon, obviously. Just great to have her back. It's a great story. She continues to push on. Now we'd like to recognize each and every student with a certificate. And again, we'll start with the freshmen alphabetically, go sophomores, and I'm going to try to coordinate the screen and the time there. So let me get this certificates up. All right, starting with the freshman class, Sam Began. Next, we have Cody Benz. Next, we have Sierra Best. Caden Blythe Stinson. And you can see on their slides how many years they've been in JMG, what class they are in, and their career goal. A lot of freshmen, again, they're only freshmen, they're trying to figure it out, what they're going to do. And then they have their soft skills that they list down below. So some of those skills that they feel they've earned or possess at this time. Allison Carmichael. Sierra Daly. Bryce Dwyer. Rocking the Red Sox shirt in his kitchen. Briley Freeman. Jessica Garnett. Michaela Hazeltine. Josh Hubbard. And this isn't a double take, sort of. Liam Hubbard. Great goal is he wants to be in a game. I think it's a video game of some sort. He wants to create his own. Lily Cleveland. Ethan Lenentine. Logan Monsell. Maisie Nichols. Drew O'Hara. Nice to see his hair for a change. Kaylee Garrity. Hunter Richards. I like that you photoshopped that picture. Kay Rude. She did change the picture apparently today, but I didn't get it in time to make the switch. Pyro Sarna. Jacob Sawyer. He looks the same as his photo right now. Looks great. Lydia Smith. Cheyenne Steen. Scotty is not here tonight. It's not his fault. He may be locked in his house. Dance repeating. I didn't want to put the picture, but it was better than what he was trying to put on, so we went with it. DJ Ulrichsen. Morgan Vachon. Thomas Weaver. I think he paid you guys off for that cheer. Ayana Wilson. And Kristen Woods. I think that's our last freshman. Moving to the sophomores, Olivia Carmichael. Vanessa, I don't believe Vanessa's here. No, Vanessa Crosby. She has a good reason to not be here too. Haley Howell. JT Pound. Allie Woodcock. With that, I'll just spell your name right. Hers is with an EY. All right, on to our juniors. Jada Harris. I'm gonna call up, Dakota was not gonna be here tonight, so we didn't get her slide in, and maybe she didn't get it done even. But she's here, dressed, looks beautiful. Dakota Cunningham. Cadence Carter. Emily Kaplan. You might have noticed a few grumpy pictures in the slideshow, but great smile right here. Chelsea Emerson Reed. Emily Garnell. Kirsten Kohler. Zachary Morris. I didn't want kids putting pictures with horses, dogs, fish, but he wants to do fishing for a living, so when he put it in, I said, okay. He's a good fisherman. Cole Newman. Devin Ricker. Hunter White. Hunter, your fish is a lot smaller than Zach's. All right, I believe we're moving into our seniors. No, one more. Nicholas White. Next out of here? He said he was coming. He said. No, he didn't tell me that. Anyway, I'll discuss that later. All right, now on to the seniors. 7-year JMG member Cody Arsenal. Nathan Bigan. Melanie Capon Murray. Charles Chipman. Okay. Elizabeth Edmond. Kylie Curlin. Tom's not here. Eliza Howe. Megan Hughes. Cowboy Colby McCann. Kylie Mason. Damien Descenders Perry. Julia Simmons. And Anthony, who works at a grocery store, Vermont. So a little story about Anthony. Billy Joel song, Anthony works at a grocery store, saving his pennies for someday. You know, misses a cacciatore down on Southern Street. Anyway, it keeps going. I could go further. I used to sing that to Anthony in class. It was freshman and sophomore year. Last year, he got a job at Shaw's. It was destiny. So I think it's a great story, and he's doing a heck of a job. Manager now at Shaw's. Moving on. All right, so I believe that's everybody. Yep, last of the slideshow. We'll shrink it just a little bit so we don't have to stare and make Anthony self-conscious. All right, congratulations, you guys. So well dressed. Great handshakes up here. We maybe need to work on our eye contact a little better. But overall, fantastic. You guys are about to graduate and move on to the next phase. Now we have several awards. Over the years, it just seems to keep growing. This year, 32 freshmen in this JMG class, the largest number by far that I've ever had. And we had some amazing freshmen as well as, of course, seniors and juniors. So I'll start the awards with the first one here. So, the newcomer of the year. So that's a student who joins JMG kind of out of nowhere, or somebody I was trying to get in for a while. But it's his first year at JMG. He became a leadership council member. He's just such a solid student, a great kid, and I'm so glad he joined this year. It goes to Devin Ricker. Next one is Most Improved Student of the Year. And I have two of these this year. This young lady struggled to come to school a lot last year. And this year she hasn't missed many days at all. And she always has a big smile on her face. Her academics have really kicked in. I was trying to tell her all last year, you come to school more often, your grades will be better. And I think she's learned that. I am so proud of her. I have her in my advisory as well as in JMG, Allie Woodcock. The second most improved student, she came to us from another school, had a lot of makeup to do. This year, she really fit back in here at Freeport. and she's done a fantastic job, and that is Chelsea Emerson Reed. My next award goes to a few people here, and I'm calling it the Fundraiser Champions Award. We had a fundraiser selling candy bars this year to raise money. A lot of times it's for charity or for others. This year we were raising to buy ourselves some swag. We had our own online store. We had the best apparel that we've ever had, and kids had a choice between sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, t-shirts, sweatpants, and we had the JMG logo on there as well as the Freeport F on our attire. If you see them, they look wicked sharp. But this young lady sold a ton of boxes. I believe it was 7 boxes, but the first one goes to Lydia Smith. The second fundraising champion goes to Ayanna Wilson. I think she sold 7 as well. It was so close between all 3 of these ladies. And the third one goes to Cadence Rude. All right, moving into the much anticipated and the very difficult award to pick this year, and usually it's not that hard. This year I could have picked probably 10 different students. Freshman of the Year Award. Michaela Hazeltine. Now, we thought we were done, but I couldn't pick just one. So the second freshman of the year goes to Jess Garneau. All right. Sophomore of the year, JT Pound. JT cares about his academics, he works hard in his grades. He's a great athlete. He's quiet, but he's starting to talk in class now. We're really enjoying that, JT. Keep it up. The Junior of the Year Award goes to Kirsten Colvin. Now this year she doesn't share it with somebody. I wonder what that's all about. Senior of the Year goes to Eliza Hobb. And then, as I was talking about the Junior of the Year, this young lady shared it with Kirsten the last 2 years. And this year, I was able to figure out a really smart way because Student of the Year, we always do that award as well. And I believe her older brother got this 1 year. Student of the Year goes to Emily Garneau. This award goes to a young lady who's done an outstanding job this year. She's in with a lot of freshmen in her class, and she's really taken one particular freshman under her wing, and she's done a fantastic job mentoring this young lady, and they've both done a great job this year. But the Outstanding Mentorship Award goes to Elizabeth Edmond. And she mentored Cheyenne Steen. In case you didn't know. This is one of our fun awards that we've done over the years. We don't always do it, but some kids remember and they clamor for it and they really want it. It's called our DB Award. Now, before you make any conclusions, DB stands for Defiant and Bold. But you get the connection. This award this year goes to senior Colby Lacasse. Now, there may be a junior or two that was really close in that category, but we won't mention any names. All right, yeah, 6, 7 more. So, these awards are longevity and commitment, and I have the distinct pleasure. What I love about the JMG program and what I've been able to really foster here at Freeport is kids show up, they stay with me. And I get to really see their development, their growth over 4 years. And now, of course, we have 2 middle school programs in Durham and Freeport, so we have kids that have been in JMG, 4 used to be just unbelievable. Now we have 5, 6, and 7, and we have quite a few 7s this year. But our first one goes to a young lady who was in JMG for 4 years, a couple at the high school and a couple in the middle school, and she is just such a delight, very quiet, but she's getting there. This goes to Kylie Hurley. The next one is another 4-year veteran, but she started her freshman year here at Freeport and stayed with me all 4 years. This young lady is just a joy. We're very close. She gave me a beautiful thank you card the other day. She's not missed a single day of school in her 4 years of high school. Isn't that crazy? This goes to Kylie Mason. This young lady between middle school and high school was able to, she went to a different school briefly in her high school career, but made the smart choice of coming back to Freeport. 5 years in the program, Eliza Howe. Another 5-year veteran, Megan, is just outstanding. She does a ton of community service down at the community center. She's heading off to Huston College, right? Huston, to study nursing next year. She is an absolute delight. Megan Hughes. All right, we bump up to 6 years. He's been mentioned a few times, public speaking, his comedy show. If you didn't get a chance to see that, that will air somewhere on YouTube. Senior project was he put on a comedy show. He's a great actor. He's done some fantastic things, and this is Charles Chipman, 6 years. All right, now here's some guys that have been in the program. Every year it was available to them. But one reminder, JMG starts in 6th grade in a lot of schools, and we now go all the way through high school and into college. So while waiting, Eliza's going to USM. She'll be connected with the JMG person there, so she could rack up another 4 years in college. We're in about 11 colleges across the state of Maine, and they get an extra mentor of JMG there, so that's really cool. But a 7-year middle school and high school combined goes to the big man, Damian Perry. This young lady has had a tumultuous high school career, to say the least, but she's here, she's graduating, she overcame a lot of tough obstacles, and I'm so darn proud of her. Melanie Capon. Yeah. Well, we had one tough year with he went remote last year, but he was still signed up for JMG. So we're counting that year. It's not his fault. So 7 years, Mr. Grocery, Anthony Vermette. He's going to hang it up and show us in the break room. I don't know who deserves this award more, me or him. But I had all 4 years in high school. He was in all 3 in middle school. He was the most fun to ever coach in basketball when I had him back 3 years ago. He's a great kid. He's going on to CMCC. He's got a good future in front of him. 7 years, Cody Arsenal. So let's do a little quick thing. SMCC, how many of you going to SMCC? Raise your hand, nice and high. We got 3 for sure. We got Megan Husson, Eliza USM, Neat, Ornum. Oh yeah, they don't like to be called Ornum anymore. Maine. Cody, CMCC. All right. And Charles, he's going to Ithaca. Gotta go out of state on us, huh, Charles? But anyway, congratulations. This is a great group of kids. I'm so proud to have been your JMG specialist. You know I'll be bugging you all next year with a fun thing of follow-up, so answer my darn text quickly. All right? Don't make me hunt you down, because I know how to do that. All right? Let's have a round of applause for all these wonderful students. Yeah, who said it was an hour? It's 6:52. We started about 5 minutes late, so about 50 minutes. This was fantastic. And, the audience, thank you so much. This is by far, I think, the most parents and family and friends that have been at one of our closings. I know we have more kids now, but it just feels great. And there's nothing better when we say goodbye here tomorrow is just elation. So all my kids I have tomorrow, as long as it doesn't rain, the senior projects are closed tomorrow, we'll be going uptown. So bring some money and maybe I'll fork out a little bit of cash to get you guys a treat. Thank you all. Have a great night. Take care.